Lunchables, so I'm going to listen to everyone. I am going to do an actual voiceover today. Obviously I've watched this video once before. We've all seen this part of the arc for Chantal. She's now dedicated to losing weight. She's got to do it for her health. She wants to go on holidays and enjoy her time with her fake husband. So she's, you know, really serious this time. So let's watch together.
So sorry I haven't uploaded anything yesterday, but we were pretty busy yesterday and out pretty late, so I didn't get around to doing anything.
It's quite funny how you didn't upload anything when you promised us that you were going to upload us an exercise video, so that's a bit weird, isn't it?
And we also had dinner out and everything, so I didn't do a mukbang. So I want to share a weigh-in with you. Today is August 13th, 2023. Let's do this weigh-in. Oh my gosh.
I love the fact that she's actually trying to pretend that she's surprised. I'm going to put the pounds and stone on there because she can't be asked to do it. So here's the conversion.
It is just creeping and creeping. That's why I just wanted to do a weight update with you guys. So it's no surprise that I've been struggling with my weight and keeping my eating under control and just letting everything, you know, collapse. I'm going to try again to get back on track. Even though I'm not on track for very long, I'm going to try again and again, and I'm going to really watch what I eat, because like I said, have a bit of a health scare with some of my numbers, so I do really want to reduce that.
So all I'm hearing is that you had a couple of healthy meals, you filmed yourself going into the desert and going for a walk, even though we know it wasn't actually filmed recently, it's an old video, and then you went out for a meal with Salah. And now you're upset because the scales are showing higher than you expected, even though all you eat is shit. Is that right? Is that the right thing that I'm hearing here?
Especially my blood pressure. I was not put on any blood pressure medication or anything like that.
That's not a win. That's not something to brag about. Your blood pressure is ridiculously high. That's fucking scary.
But I do have to go back at some point, and if my blood pressure is high again, I might have to. So I really want to reduce that before I have to go back for another checkup. I'm hoping that with continuing the light exercise for now,
light meaning non-fucking existent,
and staying away from really salty fried foods, which for somebody who loves pickles and cheese, that's really bad news. But I mean, you know, I really have to value my life over pickles and cheese. I mean, you know, it's time.
This is aimed at anybody that hasn't watched Foodie for longer than like a month or so, or is completely new to my channel and just thinks that I'm being really out of order and really mean to this poor lady that just wants to lose weight. This is an act. As much as she might feel like she's being sincere, it's not. She can say that she's really determined to lose weight, but it's not going to happen. We've seen this so many times. The cycle continues and continues, and it never will stop. We'll have, maybe if we're lucky, a week of this, of her showing a couple of workout videos, and then she'll go on a live, or she'll record a mukbang, and she'll absolutely stuff her face, and she'll be angry at us because it's our fault. So just a heads up for anybody that's new, don't fall for her bullshit.
You know, because it goes without saying, you know, no type of food is worth your life, and that's 100% true. And I mean, these are problems that, if left untreated and not acknowledged, they can be fatal in the long term. I really obviously don't want that. I have a lot I want to do in my life, and I'm really starting to feel just really over it and sad that I can't do certain things that I want to do.
Blah, 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 same old song.
I'm starting to feel like I have kind of cabin fever of my own body. Like I feel trapped, and I just want to be let out and just be able to do a lot of things that I can't do now. So
would you say that? Because I'm starting to feel like I'm stuck in Groundhog Day, because every time I watch you, it's the same thing over and over again.
I know my channel's been a roller coaster.
That's not really fair. Roller coasters are fun, and you are definitely not.
My life has been a huge mess, and through all of that, I've had a lot of support from people. I've lost support over the, you know, along the way, which, you know, I totally understand that.
Again, for anybody that's new and maybe doesn't really know much about her prior to her being in Kuwait, she has had a ridiculous amount of support. She has had a lot of monetary support as well. She has been basically paid to sit on her ass and eat and not do much else and make promises and not keep them. So again, just please keep in mind that she might seem like this lovely person. She's not.
For those of you who continue to support me on this journey,
i.e. continue to give me money for doing nothing,
through just watching my videos really helps, makes a difference, and cheering me on. I will continue to make this content for you. So I really want to aim to keep up with, you know, going out with Salah just for some exercise, different things, maybe some mall walks. There's a lot of markets here that would be really cool to show you guys.
You want to continue going on walks that you didn't actually go on though, did you? Because this was old content and everybody's proved that by pointing out many different things. So more lies as always.
The problem is I've been wanting to do that for so long, but the problem is that these markets are actually quite large, as well as the malls. I think the Avenues Mall is like the largest mall in the Middle East.
So we're just over 5 minutes in and you're already finding excuses.
So it goes without saying that for me is very exhausting.
Let me tell you a little secret. Exercise is meant to be exhausting.
I am hypertensive. I carry a lot of my weight in my abdomen. I'm severely obese. I have asthma that I take a steroid inhaler for. Speaking of which, I did at least one good thing is I did quit the shisha, which in the past few days has led me to eat a little more than I would have liked, actually.
So you did one good thing, but then to even it out, you just did something really shitty again.
So, because, you know, I don't have that shisha in the evening to kind of distract me from eating, so I've been eating in place of the shisha.
I understand this is really relatable for some people, but the issue I have is not a few videos ago you were just saying how cheap like really fresh food is, really fresh like vegetables, fruit. So fair enough, you can be binging, but why are you not binging on healthier foods if you know that you're eating when you're not actually hungry and it's just because you're not having your shisha? Why are you not doing that? You're conscious that you're eating when you're not hungry, but you're not doing anything about it.
But I have to quit that. At the time that you're smoking it, it doesn't make me cough like cigarettes do, and it's very flavorful. You know, it's less irritating because of the water apparatus. But in the end, it's still tobacco, right? So, you know, I've had blood clots in my lungs. So, I mean, my lungs are already pretty compromised, so I have to do everything I can to be nice to them. So kicking the shisha out the door, I have kicked the shisha out the door, and I haven't smoked since I did that.
Do I believe that? Absolutely not.
Maybe next update I'll tell you when I actually quit. I have to check my calendar. I don't even keep track of the days. Like, I've never been a person to like keep track of the days.
To be honest, if I failed as much as you did, I wouldn't either.
You know, I keep telling Salah, I need an agenda. I need an agenda. And he knows me well already. We've only been together, what, 7 months? But
7 months, it's been a lot more than 7 months. Or have you just been lying this whole time?
He knows me so well. It's like, you're not going to use it. You don't even keep track of the days, you know? So he's pretty much my calendar.
So it's a good way to make it his fault if you fail, right?
Organization has never been my strong suit. I've always said that.
Unless it's organising a takeaway.
Old habits die hard. I need to get into a productive, healthy routine. That's basically what I'm saying at the end of the day. And the first step actually was to improve my mental health. And one of the big ways I'm doing that is just trying to work on releasing a lot of anger, a lot of negativity in my life. And I've actually wanted to say this. You know, I've been I had such a big mouth and talking negatively about people. And I'm actually really sorry for that. I don't want to ever go there. Like, I really want to be a person who just spreads kindness and positivity. And I notice that in this community, it's really toxic. You know, having fun is one thing, but I think a lot of people, including myself, have just lost track of what the goal here is to do. It's just to entertain people, you know, and that's what I want to get back to. And I really just want to, despite everything going on, I just want to wish everyone good health and good mental health and no ill will. I really hope that, you know, everything just simmers down a bit and everyone is healthy and takes care of themselves.
How convenient that you now want things to simmer down and everyone to be friends when people are actually managing to call you out and it's working, i.e. Marty. Weren't you last week saying that if he comes over here that he'd be hanged? Wasn't that you that said that, threatening that? Aren't you the person that leaks numerous people's details to your visas, hoping that it will end up with them losing their jobs or getting doxxed or whatever? So you're an awful person, and just because you now suddenly feel like you want to get all the anger out of your life, it's not how it works. Nope.
So that being said, that's helped a lot. Going back to you know, the Quran and putting my faith back in consistent prayer and in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and just, you know, back to my faith. And I thank you for being here and watching this video if you are.
Because you're losing subs so quickly that you're impressed that anybody's watching you anymore at this point, right?
I will plan on having an exercise video out later. I do really want to, you know, I have the support of Salah, which is he's an amazing person. I can't say that enough.
Well, he's definitely special. I'll say that.
You know, in this relationship, he's very supportive. And I know a lot of people think just because, you know, I do these mukbangs and you don't really see him saying much on camera, he does, you know, it doesn't mean he doesn't say anything offline. And at the end of the day, I'm the only person responsible for my actions. I'm responsible for what I put in my mouth, you know, and I'm very stubborn. Like, you know, I have to really put my faith in him to, I have to, you know, learn to just not be so stubborn and petulant. And
that will never change, and we can thank your mum for that.
For example, like when it's time for dinner, you know, sometimes that impulse in me and those old habits, I know it might happen. I'm going to try really hard not to, but, you know, like I want pizza, you know, so if I want him on board with the support and hold me accountable, I have to follow through with that myself. So it's very hard, and I have to do it. You know, I want to be here to do all these great things that I really want to do. I want to see the world with Salah. We both really want to do that, and he can do it. You know, anytime. He's in shape. And
so, genuine question. I would love to know, how long is it going to take you until you realise that you need to let him go and live his life, because we all know you're not going to lose weight. It's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. And he still has a chance to go out and be happy and live his life and have a family. Unfortunately, he can't do that with you. So how long are you going to hold him back?
A big part of that is realizing, having self-awareness that that's what I'm doing by not addressing these issues every day, just putting them off, because chances are if you're not going to start something today, you're not going to do it tomorrow either. That I've learned for sure. I enjoy the exercise with him, like when we went to the desert. I love the desert. I find it calm. I haven't been at, like, I did, when we went camping, it was nighttime. It's very calm, quiet. The desert has a quietness about it that I don't know. I was hoping to see camels, but apparently they were not out. I mean, maybe they were sleep beezing. So, but I'm gonna do, like, I think the heat is too much stress on me right now, so I'm gonna, just exercise in the building. It's air conditioned everywhere, so I do have a lot of stairs in this building, and I have my trusty exercise mat. I can do walking in place. There's a lot of 10-15 minute at-home exercises that are perfect for beginners, and I can do some stretches, and just, I'm doing this to build my stamina. I know that weight loss, starts with what you put in your mouth.
I don't know how many times I can keep watching her just say the exact same thing and accomplishing nothing. It's really boring.
But the exercise does help, even if you burn 50 calories, it's the stamina, it's getting the cardiovascular going, it's getting everything blood pumping. I'm just too sedentary, it's not doing me any extra favors. So
and now we're in dietitian foodie mode, where she's an expert on every single thing about diet and health.
That's my plan with it. Yeah, so I really, to hold myself accountable, I want to have one of those videos every day, either here on our couples channel, because honestly, the couples channel, when we do activities, if you haven't checked out our channel, check it out. We have all kinds of things. I know you guys like to laugh at the ATV, and I was believe it or not, it was scary, but it was fun. It was fun, even though I was going like 0.5 miles an hour. And doing things like walking in Al Shahid Park when we visited the biggest urban park here in Kuwait, when we did the towers. That museum was huge. That's a lot of walking, but you don't realize it when you're doing things that are fun. So doing activities on the couples channel, we want to get back to that. And that's why we've kind of been taking a hiatus on it, is because I just haven't been in shape to do it. And it's been so hot, even at night, it's just, it's stifling. You walk out and you're just like I said, face hugger.
There will always be an excuse, whether it's too hot or whether you're too tired or whether you're really fancying fast food or whether your bones are hurting, your back's hurting, you can't move. There's always going to be something, and unfortunately you're never going to be dedicated enough to actually make this work.
It's just so warm. It's uncomfortable for me, if you're dressed head to toe too. And I mean, I'm not complaining because, I wear this and I'm fine, but at the same time, it is hot, I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to put out those videos, yes. Probably do some kind of vlog, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I just want to bring you guys along on the journey, because you know what, being online and has been pretty stressful sometimes, but it's also been wonderful. It's also been awesome to have people just like observing your journey, you know what I mean? Like, I really like that. I think that'll be really good content.
You can tell from your face you don't even believe that.
I mean, something I have to do anyway. It gives me an outlet. It's like a journal for me. Honestly, vlogging is like journaling. Like this right now is journaling. I just kind of verbal diarrhea, for lack of a better term, and I just kind of let it all out, And that's always been something very therapeutic for me. And it's easier than talking one-on-one, face-to-face with, like, let's say, a therapist. I know you guys are not therapy and not replacement for therapy, but when it comes to just letting it out, this is the outlet I like to choose for that. I'll end the video here, so stay tuned for the next videos. Oh yeah, what was it? I never finished a thought. There was a troll account, Chantel's unfinished sentence, and you know what? It's so accurate. I can't fault you guys.
I think that was more pointing out the fact that you can't finish a sentence when you're eating food.
I swear you guys know me better than I know myself sometimes. All right, so that being said, yeah, the couples vlogs really were keeping me in shape in a way, because we would go out all the time and do things that involved a lot of walking.
Your face after you say walking just says everything I need to know about the fact that you're never ever going to follow through with this.
Doing fun activities on top of the daily exercise, I really want to get back to that. It's going to be so painful at first. Celeste said that to me. He's like, you're going to really suffer for about a week, but you'll be so happy and it'll get easier,
For about a week? Well, that's a big fat lie.
And that's the kind of support I love in a partner. And I'm just so grateful. I feel like I'm bragging, but I'm not really. I'm just, giving credit where it's due. And because I know you guys don't really get to see a lot of behind the scenes of our relationship. But I just want you to know he is very supportive. And, when I eat bad things or I don't exercise, that's on me. I'm stubborn and, I do what I want to do despite people's advice or good intentions. And that's a downfall. That's not a good personality trait. I, need to learn to listen to people that know better and want good for me. So something else to work on. Let's add it to the list. All right, guys. Thank you for listening to me ramble on. And there's going to be a lot more where that came from. And I really hope you guys have a really good day today, everybody. I'll see you in the next video.
Well, that was painful to watch, but we're used to this by now, aren't we? I know I may seem a bit harsh, but I've just lost all patience with her, and I think calling her out sometimes could actually be more beneficial than the people that just throw money at her and tell her she's doing a good job when she's clearly not. As always, if you got this far into the video, thank you so much for being here with me. If you enjoyed the content, I'd love for you to subscribe, and I will speak to you soon.